13th of July, approximately 12:55 p.m. I checked the time. I feel an incongruency right now in my life. I don't feel like some of my behaviors I'm doing aligns to my morals, and I think that's why my overall happiness is just kind of gone down. I'm always thinking about last year, and I'm thinking about how amazing it was properly, especially the last 2.5 years, but how I better, how I was just reaching the peaks. I'll never forget that feeling from carnival time around August, September, October, November, December, how I felt, how happy I felt, how I was fucking loving life so much for my sick standards. I have disgusting standards, and when I feel content with my standards, that means things are going really, really well. As a whole this year, of course, in terms of what happened, we spoke about that. Naturally, I'm going to be much more down here. I've recently been getting out a bit as well. I'm very grateful with my health and everything. Even though today I went like 3-4 times in the, maybe 5 in the morning. I think it's to do with me consuming a lot of fiber as well recently, which is, I guess, is okay and makes sense. But see, even something like that. When do I stop my videos to go and close the window because it's fucking... You heard the drills at the end. Like, it's just like that's not who I am, bruv. I wouldn't normally. Oh, who gives a shit if there's a fucking drill? Well, I would have just said, Kiri being Kiri and what I represent. I would have said, oh guys, let me just go and close that or whatever. But of course, the current, I'm not gonna say headspace, but I haven't done a workout. I've got a bit of things in my mind and I don't really feel present. I don't like it. So that's why I just want to do this and show you. So I'm going to keep that in, and I do apologize because my channel is always authentic and everything. But even me at times, I'm not congruent to my values and what I stand for. And it's normal because I'm normal and you're normal and no one's perfect. This is real life. I look on a wedge, I don't even know. I still need to gain some more weight, I guess. Yeah, I think that's one of the things as well, I don't feel, when I think about last year, I don't feel as confident with how I look. I think I look okay now. Now I've got a trim and everything. I'm basically like 64 now. I'm like 10 stone. I was 11 before. I'm aiming for like 10.9, 10.10, essentially 3 or 4 kg. I don't know why I've convinced myself that if I magically get to that weight, I'm going to be like more confident again. But then again, I do think about it, and I'm going to do another video when I start properly recording. So it'll probably be in like a day or two, where I was out speaking to so many people, and I literally wrote the whole thing here. So see, look, show Kiri, stand by your morals. You would show them in it. Where is it? See, look, there was me trying to not show you. I'm moving mad. Look, can you see at the bottom? It's like, if you get your mirror and see, I basically did like a chronological order of like the people I've chatted to. So I cut a long story short, I chatted to like 8 people the other day, like bare girls as well and everything. And it's good because I haven't done it in a long time, and I felt good after. I can't lie. I got their Insta, I was kind of flirting, like, you're really handsome and all this. And I was like, okay, but it's not okay, it's good and it's balanced, and yeah, because I haven't done it for so long, whatever, that's fine because of what happened, which is fine. But what makes me happiest, and when I think about last year, it wasn't really my weight, it wasn't really how I looked or the girls in my life. It was my masculine drive of work. That's it. And I can just say it like that. I can take 10 minutes or an hour and I can just get it. People will take 2-3 months to understand what's going on, and they'll kind of know, then have a limiting belief, they'll never address it. A superpower to save time in this day and age. You just have to be so honest and look inside of yourself. I know with myself that when I was last year, when I was much more happier compared to now, I was more focused on my work. I have been, even when I was even kind of ill, because I kind of didn't have the option to go out and whatever. I was focused because I had nothing else to do. Now I'm kind of like, okay, I'm okay now. I'm kind of getting a bit distracted, and it's normal because I'm a human and I need balance, and I haven't been with a new girl for like fucking August. When was that? Or yeah. So wait. 7 plus... No. Nearly a year? No, surely. Oh my God. I mean, for at least those few months, I couldn't even get my dick up anyway. So we'll talk about that another time because of how ill I was. I remember one time just going for like 10 minutes, nothing, it was just dead. So yeah. Even though last year I was the pengest, happiest, everything, it was technically my worst in terms of goals because I never put myself out there. So it's balanced, and I guess that is probably the truth. August, I think early September, I need to check that video. I did it in like my snap memory breakdown, so it'll be blurred anyways back. When I watch that back I can see, but yeah, 10 months. So I'm getting prepared to do like public stuff, and I did like a practice recording with my dad yesterday. Will he want this on here? You know what, I'm just gonna put it there. It's funny. This is my dad did it. He's funny, so I'll put the video there.
Hey, Kitty, I'm here with today. What's your name?
Stavrogo.
Stavrogo. What's your opinion on Obama?
Obama perseverance, Evropicon and Putin.
Well, you gotta do this. Okay. Thank you.
Harris Tumble.
Oh, wait, now say something from here. Yeah.
Harris Tumble.
Hello, this is...
Coco.
Alright, that's it. Thank you.
Play them.
Hey, end the thing, bruv.
Do you want me to say that?
End it, what are you doing? And yeah, editors let me know for that. And even when I looked at myself, I was like, oh, I look a bit like skinny. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, body dysphoria. At this point, I don't know. But what I do know is I'm lacking that momentum in the last 10 days or so. Even before that, I was actually much better. But it's like something's gone up, like my health's gone up and I've improved my sleep and my diet, but kind of my work and concentration's gone down a bit. Maybe my social's gone up. So it's this balance, as my grandma said, Bon Mère d'Aristo, everything in moderation. I was lacking a lot of these things and I kind of improved them, but now this has kind of gone down and I don't feel good. It's about priority, and work is probably, it is my number one priority. When I sit here for 7-8 hours and I produce something, knowing that my future is kind of in good hands, I feel so happy. Or when I've learned things, I feel so happy. But when I've spoken to a girl in the street and yeah, I'm something happy, we know how people are wishy-washy, just like that girl, and we're going to do the episode, but in Burger King with her fat ass, and she's like, oh, you got good eye contact, you're very handsome, works a new look, all this shit. We'll talk about that soon. When that's happened, I feel gassed after, and then I'll go on another bus or I'll chat to someone else and I'll be like, okay, and now another hour's gone and I'm like, okay, I get home or kind of bottled my workout or should have done it a bit better, and I just feel like a bit of a dickhead. These things, when I put it into other people, don't make me happy. It's from within, and that's what I've always said. I want to touch on this Big Brother thing. When you apply to something, I read the terms yesterday. You're not meant to speak about it. Oh my, it will jeopardize your thing. Whatever. I'll be honest, I did apply. Whether I'm going to actually go to the next stage or not is a topic for another day. And I'm not someone to back out or pussy out these things. But I'm thinking, it was creating me a lot of anxiety. A lot. I'll be real. For like a day. And even like, kind of like, yesterday I was like, oh, I need to finish it. And it wasn't like anxiety where I could kind of like think about it in the past. It would be anxiety where, oh, this is a big thing. Because imagine going on TV, I think average views are like 1 million. I'm like, oh my God, there's so many people. And I know I'm so confident in myself and everything, but I feel like maybe it's just me coping. Pussying out, maybe. I don't think it is, but I'll just be honest. At this moment in time, I feel like it's come a bit too soon. I feel like if it was last year, where I was and how everything was going, I feel like it would be good. But I just feel like if this was like a month or two later, but then again, by the time the show technically does start, I think it's meant to be September, then yeah, and then I'm thinking, is is Big Brother congruent to my channel, my values? What type of people watch that show? Will they actually come and watch my channel? No offense, but the people probably watch that are majority like consumer, like brain dead people. But then I'm thinking, you know, it's technically more exposure, so it's actually better, and the small percentage can. But then I'm thinking on YouTube, there's our majority of people again are brain dead. And then that small percentile which does resonate with my content would obviously, like, you know, follow me and consume that, right? So I feel a bit on edge at the moment because, one, the masculine drive's kind of fallen. This idea of work. I've been good with my workouts. I think I've only missed one in the last 3 weeks. I've been good with that. I'm happy with that. Again, other areas have definitely improved, but the most important thing is the work, and it's kind of gone down and it's kind of affected me. And second of all, I would say not being in that place where I'm aligned to my values to make big decisions. Maybe this is more spiritual and airy fairy type, but I don't feel like I'm there yet. I feel like even now I kind of like need a holiday, and I'm going to Malia next Friday, and I'm quite excited for that because I'm gonna, as I said in other videos, like chat to girls and do some interviews and stuff like that. So that should be good. But yeah, it's like, what do I do for the next week? Do I just like kind of chill until then, or do I get back on it properly and then I'm gonna go on holiday anyway? So I think I'm kind of just deep in things, and when you say these things out loud, they sound so stupid. It's just I just want to be real. What am I gonna do? It's just past 1. I've actually been working out earlier. My blinds, I'll show you, like, I haven't pulled them up, but a good tactic when I sleep is I only put them halfway now, so the natural light comes in rather than a full blackout, and it's really helped me like get up early and stuff. So it's like, as I said, I've improved in some things and it's going well, and as a whole, I'm so proud of myself, especially in terms of what happened. And I sound like such an ungrateful bastard, but I always want more in here. I always want, and I just think about last year and I kind of look at my body. I was like, oh, he had the size, but I guess he didn't have the leanness. Now he's got the leanness, but not like the size. And I'm like, oh, I get one thing, then the other. So it's just trials and tribulations, just problems after problems. But this is life, and we embrace these type of problems. I'm happy with dealing with these type of problems and have no qualms in being patient. It's just when I'm doing actions which aren't congruent, I don't feel happy, and I honestly don't feel present. Even now, I've got some message from that Thursday dating app with some girl. Oh my God, like, but then I kind of do want to have sex because I have had sex, but like not with new girls. So it's like, oh, I need one thing, but then comes to another. I think in these times, and for anyone that can resonate with how I'm kind of feeling, as you can kind of tell, maybe in the form of not what I'm saying, but how I'm like presenting it, the energy, it's letting go. And it's letting go and saying, okay, the universe will do what the universe does. It's kind of being more spiritual, aligning to that God or superior power, whatever you believe in. It's being more spiritual. So I'm saying, cool, got a few of these things. What can I do now? Okay, I'm going to continue my routine as I can. I'm going to work out. I'm going to make videos like this, get it out, and I already feel so happy. You can just see me light up, and I'm so ready to take on the day because, you know, 10 minutes of just being honest and getting things out goes such a long way rather than keeping things suppressed in here. I'm going to do things which are aligned with my values. It doesn't matter about getting more subscribers and everything. That will all come in time if I am congruent and do decisions aligned to my values. I get this feeling about Big Brother because it's not exactly that, but it kind of doesn't resonate with what I stand for, and it doesn't feel right at this time. Maybe in the future, because I know they keep your details, but it doesn't feel right. It's a lot of question marks, but then maybe I do need to put myself out there. I don't know. I just feel like with what I've been through this year, it's been quite traumatic, and I just need to ease into it. That's what I'm getting at. I just need to ease into it. one of these guys I shouted, they said they want to go club on Saturday. I've been trying to be some ringleader. I shouted 2 people from my uni, shouted some other guy that I know. He came on my podcast, it'll be out soon. We filmed it like 1.5 years ago. Shouted my other boy, shouted like these guys from Manchester, shouted some other Greek guy I met. So I'm just trying to get everyone together. And obviously it's the first time I'm going to be going club in like 6-7 months. So I just want to kind of ease into things. Just like I kind of did last week with going out and I feel much more socially liberated, if that's the correct term. So I feel like to do such a drastic thing, like going on a show with millions of people right now, it doesn't feel right. I don't know. Just the feeling isn't there, but maybe I'm again being a pussy. I'm not too sure. I'm just being honest with you about how I feel. Yeah, I think I just need to ease into things a bit more. I need to just kind of let go. I need to just take a deep breath. I need to understand that I'm going to be a bit crazy on holiday, and we're going to kind of get all that shit out of my system. And hopefully, I'll be real, hopefully I do fuck. We're going to kind of get all that shit out of my system, and hopefully I'll be real, hopefully I do fuck. And just kind of like, I did not fuck. I didn't. My friend did. I didn't. He was with some girl and I tried to go with her sister. It was A1 game. I basically like took her away. I was like, oh, let's just walk down here, whatever. I wasn't even planning to be honest. And we actually got locked out as well. So I was like, oh, shoot, let me just go and get our key. Next thing we know, us two was in my hotel. I don't know how I brought her back like that. I was quite gassed for myself. If it got filmed on YouTube, it would have got like fucking hundreds of thousands of views. But yeah, he went with her, which I'm not going to go into it. But yeah, she wanted to, she said, but she was on her period. So I did not fuck. And some guy I knew went a week earlier and like lips the same girl I did. So small world. So that was that. And just kind of like whatever, maybe one acting like I can. It's hard to kind of have sex on my holiday. I'm not gonna try, man. At least maybe one girl. Come on, I mean maybe at least a 6. Come on, man. At least that's what I deserve. I've been doing this for like 3.5 years. Just, please, God, give me someone, man. I think after I get that trip's done, I think the beginning of August, I just see it ready to fucking go. And I'm pissed off because I wanted to have that ready feeling in January. But it's okay. 8 months later, it's okay. It is what it is. You just have to count your blessings. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Just let it go, continue. The question of whether am I going to get back in properly to my work until my holiday, I think I am, because do something today your future self will thank you for. It's not that hard. I can sit there, build up some momentum. I feel like I'm letting my editors down. He keeps messaging me 1 or 2 days. Probably even watching this if he edits it. But I just want to apologize to him and my team, because I've been a bit off it for the last day or two. And I did kind of explain it, and I couldn't put my finger on it. I guess I was just doing things like, applying to the show or fucking chatting to girls in the street, which I don't normally do, and it doesn't really bring me fulfillment. It's normal, and I'm normal, and you're normal, and this is real life, and I'm not perfect. I'm just so happy I get to show you me in times like this, and me going to be experiencing amazing things in the future, and the things you've seen in my past. Even if I look at myself now compared to that video when I was crying, saying the day I wanted to end it all, that's what it's titled, or me talking about what happened to me, even I look different now, and that Kiri would have done anything to look like this Kiri. I'm just thinking about the future Kiri, and the Kiri in 6 months time is going to be fucking gassed, because we're going to be back and we're going to take over as we've done. It just all takes time. And when you quit, you lose. He who controls his mind best shall always prevail. It's time to switch with this camera, work, let things play out as they do so beautifully. I'm going to start definitely recording, probably even tomorrow. I'm going to make sure I'm going to respond to all my editors today. I'm going to give it my best shot. I wrote a few other notes of some of the things I'm doing that are making me on edge. I'm just going to try my best, because that's all I can do in this life. I love this channel. What would I do without this channel, man? Let me get a pump, man. If if you want to fix your life today or have access to my free self-improvement guide, all links will be down below. If you also like one-on-one coaching sessions or like to learn from my Skool share classes, all links down below.